Hi, HCG family. When I found out that I had to work all weekend, my husband decided to take the kids on a road trip and do some fun stuff with them. So I'm here all by myself on a Saturday night, and he'll be back with them tomorrow night. So I just don't know what to do with myself. I did my makeup, I straightened my hair. Let me show you my stats. Last time I vlogged, I had gained 0.4, and this morning I was down 2.4. So I think I basically made up for that day of gaining by doing a double loss today. 16 more low-calorie days and 13 more injection days. And my goal is to lose another 15 pounds by the end of this round. We'll see how I do with that. I basically have to lose at least a pound a day to get to that. If I can't make that overall goal, my mini goal is to lose at least 5 pounds by my weigh-in next Saturday morning. I have to be at least 155. Probably gonna do my two favorite things. Number one is listen to music. And I especially like techno and dance music. And the other thing, the second favorite thing I like to do is dance. So techno plus dance. So, but I like all kinds of dance, not just techno dance. There isn't even a style of dance for techno, except for tectonics. As Baby C introduced me to unintentionally. She commented and I went and I looked at her vlog. Tectonics, it's an awesome dance if you're good at it. If you're not good at it, you just look stupid. But if you're good at it, it looks really cool. So anyway, since I hit my 160 mark, I'm going to take my new before and afters. My intention was to take my before and after, or to take my photos every 10 pounds. I hope you're all having great releases, and those of you on P3, eat some sour cream for me. I'm missing my fats. I miss my cheese and my nuts. I was like a nut fanatic. I ate way too many nuts, but so good. My favorite, P3. It's like when I get onto P3, that's the thing I look forward to the most. Nuts. There were things that I've experienced or I've learned as I've gone up and down on this whole thing, and I don't consider myself a failure. I just think that there are some issues that I have in this area that I didn't realize were there because I've never confronted the subject. Up until HCG, I've never really tried to handle my weight to this extent. I did Turbo Jam, I did the Miracle, the Master Cleanse. I've done colon cleanses, I've done Herbalife. But with each thing, I never really fully tackled the problem. And so doing it this way, it's so simple. Once you understand it, it's so simple. And I was able to get completely down to the weight that I never thought I could get to. I always thought 135 would be a nice goal, but I thought it was stupid to make that my goal because I thought it was literally impossible. And I found out that with this, it's not only not impossible, if I had kept going or done another round, I could probably even get lower than that. I didn't feel motivated to get lower than that. I was satisfied with that. You never know if you're going to have issues with something until you actually have to do it. By actually doing this diet, I'm learning what my weaknesses are that I didn't know were there before. I've always had those issues laying there. I've always had those trouble spots, but I've never encountered them because I haven't come across them on any path before. Sorry if I'm being vague, but I just mean this whole thing of like, you diet, you do 500 calories, and then when you're done, or when I'm done, I somehow feel like I have to make up for all that lack of eating, and then I just stuff my face. And it's really bad. It's not like, oh, I was eating too much fruit and I gained back all the weight. No, it's like I was eating pizza and just crap food that gets you addicted to it, and the more you have it, the more you need it, even though it makes you feel so bad. I'm not just that way with food, I'm that way with lots of things. Like, if I spend too much time working or busy with the kids and I don't have any time for myself, then I'll just have to go out and clubbing and partying to like make up. I mean, I'm not a big drinker or anything, but I just feel like I have to exaggerate on the other end to keep things balanced. So the key with me on this will have to be keeping things balanced as I go along. Not letting myself feel deprived as I go along. Not just depriving myself and telling myself it's okay, I can have it later. If I keep telling myself that, then eventually later is going to come and I'm going to want to have all that food. So if I really want something, I should help myself satisfy that craving in some other way, or have a little bit of what I want now to avoid completely overdoing it later. It really is all about balance for me. Yeah, it's like I'm not a medium kind of person. It's either none at all or all the way. And that's really something I'm working on, because I'd love to just be that consistent person that's reliable and predictable and the same. The other thing was on P3, I was feeling really deprived because supposedly I could have as much food as I wanted, but there's still things that I couldn't have. And I was being like a real Nazi on myself. Like, I wasn't letting myself have peanuts or cashews because they're starchy. They're nuts, but they're starchier nuts. And I was actually looking at the nutrition facts, and they really don't have that much more starch than almonds. And I was having free range on almonds, and I wasn't gaining weight. So recently I finally did decide to try peanuts and peanut butter. I was a little scared at first. And I had it, and it didn't give me any problems at all. So, I mean, some things I know are going to be off limits on this P3, like bread, rice, potatoes, corn. But there are other things that I'm just going to have to test. Okay, this is a stupid one, like carrots. Yeah, carrots have a higher content of sugar than some other vegetables, but it doesn't mean that you should completely restrict them. Like, don't drink a gallon of carrot juice, obviously, but if you want some carrots in your salad or you want some carrots in ranch dressing, go for it. I just have to look at the stats, and I have to weigh myself every day. I swear that's where I screw up. I make one mess up and then I don't want to weigh myself the next day, and then that's like a downward slide. I'm like covering my eyes to the truth. Open my eyes. I think I've already said too much for this one vlog, but I just felt like I had to talk about some stuff that I wouldn't have been able to talk about in a short video, especially if my kids and my kids were around. So I hope you're all having a wonderful evening, and I will be checking in with you in a couple days probably. Okay, take care. Bye.